Taurus, this message you can only see today, and it is urgent. I open my heart and mind to receive the divine truths that will guide me on my highest journey. May the light of the universe illuminate my path and strengthen me to overcome all challenges. So be it. Take a deep breath and let this mantra penetrate your soul. I invite you, Taurus, to share this powerful affirmation in the comments. Feel the energy flowing. This message that now reaches your ears is not accidental. It is a vibrant sign, a warning from the cosmos, a beacon lit specifically for you. There is no chance in your arrival at this moment, in this video. A greater force, full of wisdom and love, brought you here for an essential reason. Get ready, as the heavens announce that a great and imminent transformation is about to manifest in your life. Open your heart and listen with your soul, because what you are about to discover is not ordinary information. It is a revelation that was waiting for the perfect moment to cross your path. The time for change has arrived for you, Taurus. Embrace this truth. Their suffering, their silent struggles, and the adversities they faced were perceived on a higher plane. What seemed forgotten is now on the verge of being rewarded with abundance. A heavenly decree has arrived that promises the breaking of shackles in all spheres, emotional liberation, spiritual clarity, and financial prosperity. There is no need to postpone your happiness, waiting for a future moment that you consider ideal. The freedom you crave is for now. This divine command dissolves the limitations that imprisoned you in the past and heals the wounds that accompanied you until now. It is an invitation to leave the weight of history behind and welcome the present as a new beginning. Allow yourself to live the fullness of this moment. This day will be remembered as the rediscovery of its purest and most luminous essence. It is the dawn of a new phase, free from the ties that previously held it back. If this message is touching your heart, now is the time to subscribe and share your truth in the comments. What part of this message feels like it was written just for you? Let your voice be heard. How long did you carry on with your head down, feeling like you had to settle for less than you deserved? I recognize in you, Taurus, the tendency to accept crumbs, to conform to situations that diminish your innate brilliance. Know that your spiritual guides have been working behind the scenes, silently removing the obstacles that prevented your full development and the arrival of the blessings destined for you. The faith you have maintained and the perseverance you have demonstrated even in the darkest of times are about to be honored and rewarded. The universe heard every plea, every yearning, every tear shed on nights when no one was around to see. Everything you asked for in tears, in lonely hours, has already been heard in the heavenly realms. Preparation to receive these rewards is complete. It's time to let go of conformity and open up to the abundance that comes your way. When freeing yourself from what no longer serves you and making space for the new, a truth needs to be faced. There is a feminine soul that has been acting as a discreet obstacle in your path for a long time, Taurus. Someone who doesn't confront openly, but weaves plots with a smile on their face. Your actions have the power to blur your connections, creating misunderstandings where there was once clarity, and subtly tarnish your reputation, sowing doubt where there should be trust. What is the motivation behind this stance? Often it is pure envy. Envy of your natural light, of your deserved success, of the goodness that emanates from your being. This person observes your progress, your resilience, and the inability to understand you leads them to try to diminish your shine. However, the cycle of this interference has come to an end. The universe recognizes evil in disguise and is ready to rebalance energies. There is a woman who has been a thorn in his side for a long time, not with screams, but with disguised smiles. Her time is up. With the end of this soul's negative influence, the divine scales begin to tip in your favor in a powerful way. Everything that was taken away from you, that seemed lost forever because of intrigues or malicious actions, will return to you, and in even greater proportions. This is not a manifestation of revenge, but rather an act of cosmic balance and universal justice. The woman who acted against her light will be faced with the natural consequences of her choices. The cosmos ensures that every action generates a reaction, and for those who seek to harm a child of the light, the repercussions are inevitable. Your strength, Taurus, was demonstrated precisely in not lowering yourself to the level of that energy. You maintained your dignity. Now, doors that seemed locked will open, opportunities that seemed distant will come your way, important invitations will appear, and blessings that you thought were unattainable are approaching with great strides. Everything this woman took from you will come back to you multiplied, not because you demand it, but because divine justice is already manifesting itself. Now allow yourself a moment of introspection. Take a deep breath and ask your heart, who have you silently forgiven? Who caused you pain and disappointment precisely at the moments when you most wanted to just love and be loved sincerely? This reflection is important. The one who acted as a thorn in his path, and perhaps other figures from the past, will inevitably reap what they sowed. The law of return is precise and relentless for those who sow discord and pain. However, your strength, Taurus, lies in the transformative power of forgiveness, even that which is not verbalized, and in the elevation that lies in praying for your own peace. The universe watches, and the creative force even more attentively. The unique light you carry, the pure essence of your soul, is not forgotten. Those who tried to dim its shine will not prevail. Whom have you forgiven in silence? Who hurt you while you only wanted to love? The answer holds a key to your own freedom. The light you emanate, Taurus, is so powerful that it can no longer be hidden by attempts to obscure it. As divine justice unfolds, an interesting phenomenon begins to occur. People who in some way supported or were complicit in the disloyal actions of that dark soul are beginning to have a clearer understanding of the situation. The truth about what really happened, about who you are, and the destructive energy the other party emanated is coming to light for them. This recognition leads to a natural and necessary distancing from these connections, freeing up space around them. As these bonds unravel, you will feel a deep healing in your heart, a renewed flow in your economy, a remarkable recovery in your life energy, and a wonderful expansion of your spirit. Those who once aligned themselves with dishonesty now realize reality. As energies realign and negative influences dissolve, it is crucial to recognize your own innate strength. You, Taurus, did not come to this plane to live under limitations, to accept less than you deserve, nor to beg for affection or recognition. Your essence is destined to shine. Now is the time to allow that light to fully manifest, to show the truth of who you are, even if in the past you have faced ridicule or underestimation. You will no longer need to spend your energy trying to defend yourself or explaining your intentions. Your future actions, your results, and the peace that will reside within you will speak louder than any words. They will be irrefutable proof of your value and integrity. Absolutely nothing, not even any individual, will be able to stop what belongs to him by heavenly right. This period of your life is marked by a profound energetic liberation. Imagine a chain that tied you to the past, to certain pains or harmful influences. See this chain breaking now, definitively. While the soul that tried to harm you watches its own scenario collapse as it tries to reach a being of light, the scales of the cosmos adjust. Justice here is not punishment, but rebalancing. It is the universe aligning forces, ensuring that harmony prevails. While this person is lost in the shadows he or she has created, your being, Taurus, begins to blossom in a spectacular way. The seeds of kindness and resilience that you have planted on your path begin to germinate, bringing beauty and abundance into your reality. An energetic rupture happens. A connection is broken forever. The peace you have longed for will finally begin to envelop you. Deep tranquility will replace that constant internal battle you were facing. Your growth will be so evident that no one will be able to ignore it. There will be no need to make noise or seek validation. Your bloom will speak for itself. This is the time to reinforce your energy and protection. I suggest you write a personal decree, something like, "What the Creator reserves for me, no one can take away." Remember that the difficulties of the past do not define your present nor limit your future. They were stepping stones, not barriers. Your ability to overcome has brought you here, to this turning point. Feel the lightness, taking the place of the emotional burden. The light you emanate becomes a shield, and serenity, your greatest achievement. The peace that you so longed for will surround you, and you will finally rest from this emotional war that you carried with you. You are no longer that person who was easily shaken. Your transformation journey has been intense, and you have evolved significantly. It is vital to be aware, as the shadowy figure from the past may try to reconnect, perhaps with soft words or insincere apologies. However, his naivety was replaced by wisdom. You have learned to discern energies. The peace you have achieved is a sacred treasure which must be guarded with vigilance. Do not allow any dissonant energy to disturb your newfound calm. Your victory manifests itself now, not through retribution or the need to prove something to someone, but through your own ascension and the immunity you have developed against manipulations and low-vibration energies. Keep moving forward without giving in to the temptation to look back or get involved again with what no longer serves you. You have evolved, Taurus. If you feel these words awakening something within you, pause for a moment, subscribe and leave a comment below. Tell us, what is the blessing you're ready to receive now? This is your time of firmness, native of Taurus. The time of uncertainty and hesitation is behind us. The universe is acting to place you exactly in your rightful place, where you should always be. And this is not about vanity or arrogance, but about pure and simple justice. His perseverance, his kindness, and the trials he went through now culminate in a new phase. A phase marked by more authentic and healthy connections, by projects that finally take off smoothly, and by a love that truly builds and nourishes your soul. This reality is not a distant possibility. It is a truth that is materializing on your path. Get ready to occupy your space without asking for permission, without feeling like an intruder or that you are disturbing. Heaven is positioning you where you were always supposed to be. Not out of ego, not out of pride, but out of justice. With justice manifesting itself and your place being re-established, the invitation arises to fully embrace the life you deserve, a life worthy of your essence and your journey. Allow yourself now, native of Taurus, to close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply, inhaling certainty and exhaling any trace of doubt or fear. Repeat mentally or in a low voice if you prefer this decree of acceptance and personal power. I accept the life I deserve. I leave behind what weighed me down. I walk with the certainty that everything that comes is better than I imagined. Feel the truth of these words resonate within you. It is essential that you understand. You are not walking this path alone. Benevolent forces accompany you at every step. The weight of the past, the old wounds, the injustices suffered, all of this can be left behind. The door to a new reality is open. It's your turn. The time has come to allow happiness and abundance to enter and remain in your existence. Acceptance is the first step to receiving all the good things the universe has in store for you. Throughout your career, you were often the person who moved forward with your heart showing, giving your kindness and dedication even in moments of loneliness or lack of recognition. You planted seeds of love, resilience, and perseverance in soil that, although it seemed barren at times, was actually fertile land. You may not see the sprouts right away, but know that every gesture of genuine care, every silent effort, every tear shed in pursuit of the greater good was sown with purpose. And now, the harvest of these seeds begins to emerge before your eyes. not as a sudden magical event, but as a blessing that gradually manifests, bearing the ripe fruits of everything you have cultivated. It is the return of the energy invested, of the faith maintained, of the kindness distributed. Feel the promise of this harvest in the air, in the small and large achievements that begin to materialize. For this harvest to be full, and for you to walk freely in the new phase that is announced, it is crucial to analyze and release bonds with people who, in some way, drain your energy and inhibit your progress. This includes not only those who are present in your daily life, but also figures who are no longer physically there, but whose influence or memory still acts as a weight on your soul, like a persistent echo of hurt or dependence. It is vital to understand the clear distinction between loving and simply putting up with it, between forgiving and inadvertently continuing to enable behaviors that harm you. The higher plane asks you for an even greater act of self-love at this moment, to have the courage and clarity to close the door on those energies and connections that do not nourish your spirit. You deserve the warmth of sincere companionship, the strength of bonds that add and elevate, that propel you forward, not bonds that drain your vitality and keep you anchored in the past. Its center, Taurus, is like an incredibly fertile soil, capable of nourishing and making everything that is planted in it with intention and care flourish. Your intensity, the way you feel and surrender, is a gift that demands to be guarded with care. Not all people are prepared to appreciate the beauty and depth of your dedication. Not everyone is worthy of unrestricted access to the sanctuary of their soul. Therefore, it is essential that you choose yourself first. Give yourself the same care and attention that you so generously give to others. Love yourself with the completeness you deserve to receive. Imagine how much the current version of you would value the person you are today, especially compared to times when you felt invisible or undervalued. You now possess the wisdom to recognize your own intrinsic value. This awakening prevents you from settling into situations or relationships that cause you discomfort or pain, refusing to remain in uncomfortable beds that drain your energy. No one deserves to touch your soul without reverence. Not everyone is ready to understand the beauty of your delivery. The journey you have taken, Taurus, has been full of challenges, but your ability to overcome them without losing the sweetness of your nature will be richly rewarded. Think about all the times you loved without receiving the affection you deserved in return. All the times you healed alone in the stillness of your space, keeping a smile to spare others' worries. For all of this, there is divine compensation underway. You do not need external approval or permission to accept the blessings that are coming. Just welcome them. And most crucially, stop questioning your intuition. This inner perception, this gut feeling that often tries to guide you, is your sacred compass. It is the voice of your soul, connected to greater wisdom. Learn to listen carefully, to honor these sensations, and to fully trust what your heart feels. He knows the way. For everything you loved without being loved as you deserved. For everything you healed alone, in silence, while smiling so that others wouldn't worry. Your intuition is the key. The future that unfolds for you, Taurus, is not a period of punishment for past challenges, but rather the well-deserved harvest of your seeds of resilience and the promise of true rebirth. Move forward with unshakable faith and firm steps. The culmination of your journey has not yet been reached, but the road that leads to it is already materializing before your eyes. When this moment of fullness arrives, you will be fully prepared to welcome it with open arms, with the serenity that resides in a heart at peace. This is the harbinger of a sacred time, where everything that was once confusing finally becomes clear, where every past difficulty finds its meaning in the bigger picture, and what seemed fragmented begins to restore itself with a healing force that only the heavenly spheres can bestow. It is a new blank page where you will write your story in grandiose strokes, with a light that emanates from within and with that voice that perhaps you previously hesitated to use, but which has now become your most powerful instrument of creation and expression. Walk in faith, walk steadily, walk knowing that the best has not yet arrived, but it is already on the way. If this message brought you peace, strength, or clarity, don't leave without subscribing and commenting. Let us know what part of your soul feels renewed. This space is yours too.